Today's mystery unboxing is brought to you by Men's Whitewash Jeans, making the male population look metrosexual since 1983.
So I bought a console that I never ever expected myself to buy. And I'm going to be very entertained by the reaction to this in both directions, positive and negative, because I think a lot of people are going to be shocked. And probably just from me saying that, some people may know already what it is, but whatever. Here we go. I bought a Nintendo 3DS, and I'll explain to you the story real quick. So I received an Xbox 360 from a family member, and this happened right after I got my Slim. The Slim I got through warranty because my other Xbox went bad, and the Xbox I received from a family member, even though it's the older white one, was purchased new a little less than a year ago and is actually still under Target's warranty. So I got a free Xbox that's still actually under warranty, whereas the black Slim Xbox wasn't. And all that was doing was collecting dust. I mean, it sat down here in my living room for months, not being used. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know what came over me to get this. I actually tried Street Fighter for it on a friend's DS, and I'm like, you know what? That's kind of sick. So anyway, so I go to the mall. I go to GameStop, and I'm there, and I had a couple games with me. I had the system, the 360. They're trying it out, and there's this dude in the background. He said hello to me, and I'm like, okay, hey, person I don't know. And he was kind of chilling, looking at games, pacing back and forth. And the reason I went there today is because if you traded any console towards another piece of new hardware at GameStop, you got a $50 trade-in bonus. So I went there saying, look, if the 3DS is going to cost me more than like $40 out of pocket, 40 to 50 bucks out of pocket, I'm not getting it. I'm walking, because this is an impulse buy. I'm not going to use it that much. So I look down, because they have the electronic screen there showing prices. And the total was just like, oh man, it would have barely covered the 3DS. And when I buy hardware, I like buying the warranty, and I wanted to get a game, so I'm like, this is gonna cost me like $70, $80, man. I'm gonna walk. And right when I was about to walk and say, no, I'm good, that little skinny dude comes up to me. He's like, you selling that 360? You're trading in? I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, I'll give you $160 for the console alone. And I'm like, really? So the guy behind the counter was cool, because technically, you know, they're not supposed to condone that, even though, you know, it's my friggin' product. I can do what I want with it. But he was really nice. He's like, look, that's cool, man. I don't blame you. I would do the same thing. Just don't do it in the store. So step outside of the GameStop. Guy gives me, he bought one game and he bought the system. He ended up buying that all for $180. I traded in the other couple games through GameStop, which they were older games. I wasn't using it. And it ended up, this 3DS with Resident Evil Mercenaries and a replacement warranty ended up costing me like $43. So that's why I did it. I would have never bought this at full price, because, you know, I know I'm not going to use it that much, but I still think it's something cool to have something portable, and I'm getting a better camcorder through other products that I sold. I had review products the companies let me keep, and I sold those. So once I get those sold, I'm going to get a better camera so I could film LCD screens. So that's why I got it, and I got to admit, man, it's a pretty cool system. I mean, I didn't unbox this one yet. This is actually I'm actually going to do an unboxing. Yes, be quiet, Guru Larry. I know you don't like them, but I'm going to do one. Just going to give a little jab to Guru Larry there. But this one is not open, and I'm going to crack it open right now with my weapon of choice. So I'm sure you've seen 4,000 other unboxings, but hey, you've never seen a fat, sexy Italian guy unbox it. Even though you're not seeing my face, but just pretend. Anyway, here we go. Knife, system, pieces of clear tape to let you know it's new. I think the staff at the store wasn't playing with it in the back. Chop that one. Exciting. Chop this one. And Da-da-da-da. And I haven't bought a Nintendo system. Actually, I bought the Wii and brought it back, like I told you guys, and that was back in 2007. So what do we have in here? Have the Mii Plasma Street Pass. Have no idea what it is. Mii Plasma in different language. Jesus. Another language. Get out. Quick start guide, which if you're not tech savvy, you may actually need that, because I have a little brother and I helped my family purchase one for him, and I had to set it up for him today. And if you're not tech savvy, it actually is a few steps to it, so this is pretty good. Another language. Oh Jesus, another language. My God, just put it all in one booklet. And the manual. You don't care about any of that. And what is... Oh, those are those cards. And I just threw them on the floor. Let me get them before my cat plays hockey with them. Anyway, sorry about that. Those are the augmented reality cards that if you place them on a table or whatever, the characters pop out of them and it looks like, because they have the 3DS has 3D camera, it actually looks like part of the scenery. Cool stuff. I'm obviously not going to get too much use out of them, but nice way to show off the tech, the 3D tech inside the console. And we have here, this is cool, man. I saw how this works, and I think it's really smart how Nintendo did this. This is the charging dock, but if you look back here, as far as I could see, let me check again. Yeah. There's no USB port or anything to charge it through here, because I could tell that Nintendo thought about this. If they had like a USB port back here that was sticking out, especially with kids or even, you know, adults, because I know most people my age don't really take care of their tech too well, they would have broke off in the back. How many tablets, because I'm a rep, I'm a trainer for a IT company part-time, wish it was full-time, and all those tablets from different vendors, they have the USB port sticking out, and what happens is they break off, they bend. Nintendo thought about that, and they have, I only see two little contacts back here that I guess it just makes very light contact with the 3DS, and all you do is just place it in, and you don't have to worry about damaging any pins. Very cool charger, and Nintendo, you need to teach all of those tablet makers make them write some notes down on how to make a charger properly. Cool stuff. Your charger, yeah, nothing special. You plug it into a wall and it charges your DS. You're gonna need this because the 3DS battery life, I can tell you, even though I haven't used mine yet, I've used other 3DSs, especially when you use it in 3D, you don't last too long. So, there you go. Great charger, nothing special. And last but not least, of course, and of course to make it the toughest to get out, oh God, oh God. Alright. It is a blue and delicious and fingerprint magnety. Yes, that's a word, I just make it up. Shut up and enjoy my words. I make up my own vocabulary. It is a blue 3DS. And it is pretty. I really like the analog stick. It's funny, Social Ills, I was playing Street Fighter. I don't have Street Fighter, like I said, the only game I have right now is Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D, which I know a lot of people are going to think, oh my God, you're such a hypocrite for getting that, but good game. Anyway, he doesn't like using the analog stick for Street Fighter. I actually like it better than this. Like, I use Akuma, and I couldn't do some of the moves with Akuma using the D-pad. I actually had an easier time using this, so hey, yeah, whatever floats your boat. I got to agree with him though, totally off subject, and I'm not going to go on a tangent. The thing where it has the shortcuts to the special moves with Street Fighter, I'll probably end up doing a review in the game in a somewhat near future, but that's kind of cheap. I mean, it's cool when you're in a pinch. Like, I've won matches where, you know, my opponent's health bar was half full, and I only had like one more kick and I was dead, and I would win the match because I could just tap, you know, an ultra move right down there. So, kind of cheesy, but the game is amazing. It looks almost as good as it does on the consoles. Street Fighter is what sold me on this system. So, and we'll take a look around it real quick. Obviously, you have your analog nub, much more responsive D-pad than the original DS or whatever the DS iterations were, DSi, DSi XL. And that's pretty much it. All the other buttons are the same. Not a fan of these. I think everyone has a mutual dislike for those buttons down here. Have your 3D toggle switch over here, which you will be turning it off a lot because yes, the 3D is cool. Some of the best 3D I've ever seen, but your eyes will get very tired, especially when you're playing a game. Your eyes will get very, very tired. Top of the unit, you have 2 cameras simulating each eye. You can take 3D pictures, but like Ashen said, it's like having 2 cheap cameras from cell phones from back in like 2003. Even with bright light, it's still very grainy. So yeah, not great cameras, but still cool taking 3D pictures nonetheless though. And on top here, you have infrared, your stylus right next to the cartridge port, don't really get that one, and you have your power or charging port right there. And that's pretty much it. Shoulder buttons, and I haven't even charged this yet. Like I said, this was a true unboxing. I have not had this thing open, so Guru Larry, I'm sorry, had to do it unboxing. And yes, I own a 3DS, and yes, I do still think that dedicated consoles are becoming obsolete, but it's still a cool piece of tech and I wanted to have one. Anyway guys, this is Rich, Review Tech USA. I got a ton of other work to do. I'll have this video up tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the 4 millionth unboxing of a Nintendo 3DS on YouTube. Anyway guys, have a good one.